So, wow, another 6-5 game, and what a huge turn of events for Baltimore Rebel, man, defeating the defending world champions, San Antonio X Factor. And X Factor, at their first time down in the Challengers Division, Rebel welcomes them to the Challengers Division like, oh, okay, you guys think that it's going to be easy ride down here? Nope, sorry, we're going to give you a loss right away. X Factor still has to play Boom later on today, and Boom was able to take a win over Red Storm, who made it to the semifinals of the last event. So, X Factor going to have to pick it up, man, or they will not be playing in the Champions Division for World Cup. So now here we go, back into this matchup. Art Chaos up by 1. Good breakout for them so far. 5 bodies alive, and it looks like no one alive or no one dead for. Oh, Dynasty did lose Tyler Harmon. So Tyler Harmon had to take the early walkout shot by Mishka. So 4 players alive for Dynasty.
And Dynasty doubled up in that Dorito Tower. Oliver Lang and Glenn Takamoto. Brian Greenspan switching sides of the field, comes over here, takes Brandon's short spot in that Snakeside can with Kyle Spica here in the Snakeside Temple. And once again, Art Chaos getting into the snake. Oliver Lang bailing out, getting back into that mini cake on the Dorito side, gets shot on the move. Lukashuk over here in Snake 3, cutting down bodies across the field. Konstantin Fedorov also switches sides, ends up over there on the Dorito side of the field. Bierdnikov and Mishka both locking off the Dorito side of the field. Sergei Solnishkov getting shot, probably why Fedorov ended up filling over there, but even split for Art Chaos, as here comes Mishka up the middle. Glenn Takamoto bails out of the temple into the small cake to try and spread the field a little bit, and he can see the snake from that spot. Ryan Greenspan gonna come out of that Snakeside can.
Ooh, but Todd looked like he almost got shot. But Ryan, you know, the consummate survivor, able to make it in there clean and then guns up right on the snake. So much better field position right now for Art Chaos. Did you see something?
Yeah, Fedorov just made the bump out of that corner up into the Dorito too. Almost got caught by Kyle Spica, but now he's gonna put the pinch on Glenn Takamoto in that little cake. Could get tight in there for him, but Lukashuk over here at the back of the snake in Snake 1. He's got Bierdnikov behind him. And there goes Glenn Takamoto getting shot out of that little cake. Now Ryan Greenspan battling straight ahead. Just him and Spica, but Spica getting shot out of that snake. Now just Ryan Greenspan left alive again.
And that is going to do it. So Art Chaos is going to take another point here. 4 players alive for them. They run that #1 line again. And I don't know. We think we're going to see that line come back out, Todd, or do you think we're going to see line 2?
I mean, I'm no coach or anything, but I would just keep running them dudes over and over and over again.
I'm telling you, I'm not a big fan of doubling that tower. I mean, I think maybe on the break for a good 10 seconds, but you got to dip out quick. If you get stuck in there, like you said, in the pocket, like we talked about earlier, Todd, anything longer than 10 seconds, you're gonna get shot. And that's Oliver tried to dip out. He got shot dipping out. It's just, and you're just stuck in a bad position across the board.
You'd rather triple it?
I'd rather put 17 people in there and run right down the middle. I mean, I think it's a good shot in the break, but I think you really need to get out of there quickly after that.
Yeah, well, we're going to see. I mean, so far this morning, we've had a lot of really good high-scoring games. I've seen a lot of teams do a lot of different stuff. So, you know, I kind of like what I'm seeing so far. You know, teams picking and choosing who they're going to try and shoot on the break. So, lots of excitement here. We'll be right back after these messages.
Everyone can customize Empire Paintball's top-level jerseys with the engineered materials, cuts, and types of padding that the pros demand. Choose your colors, add personalized names and numbers, and team and sponsor logos without any hidden design fees. It's all-inclusive. Go to tag-customs.com to get started today on your team's custom jerseys.
So we are back here, 16-11 to go. Tons of game left to play here. This thing just got rolling, but it's been all Art Chaos so far. Dynasty, in the prelim matches that they have played this year, they have only lost 2. Just 2 prelim losses for San Diego Dynasty. Both of those came on Saturday at the last event. So let's see if they can pick things up here. On the breakout, you're looking at Art Chaos. Art Chaos 3 guns up, and they risk a player to the snake. Off the break, and it looks like he was able to make it through the guns. So Lucas, you know, Zakharov able to make it through. Oh no, and a major penalty. So Dynasty was able to get a shot at Zakharov, but he got shot, which is going to pull out number 81. or 91. Axel got Din. Or no, it was a Pavel.
No, that's Pavel. That's Pavel going to the
Yeah,
box.
so Pavel comes off too. No one on the snake side, and here's now Oliver Lang hunting up the center.
And we talked about this earlier, Matty. Oliver Lang's exactly what I said he was going to do.
So
Going to work.
Oliver Lang attacking up the center. It looks like he might have got all three. And so look at that 3-pack from Oliver Lang. Masterfully played. And yeah, I mean, that's what happens. And you see that on a field layout like this with a strong center and sides that are hard to make it out on, the guys have to dive in. If you're able to get those shots on those guys, or a penalty, or you get a shot on one and he cheats, and then a penalty happens, then what happens is that moves like Oliver, that move that Oliver just made opens up. And the thing that Oliver is so good at, has been forever, but has even just got better at it the past season or two, is his field vision. The timing, his field vision, his ability to read and react and take advantage of it and fearlessly attack is really what's setting the bar for attackers in this league. And what a great job by Oliver Lang to go through and get that 3-pack to close the point out and to pull his team within 1 with 15 minutes and 25 seconds to go.
And our Chaos will be playing with 4 bodies for the next 1 minute and 33 seconds.
Yeah, they weren't able to suck any time off that penalty.
And you don't want to do that against Dynasty for sure. Look for them to try and get a shot quickly off the break, Todd, maybe on the snake side.
Yeah,
and then kind of capitalize on that and come down this side very, very quickly.
Big momentum killer right there. By, what was it, Zakharov, you said?
Yeah, I think it was, Zakharov getting taken out.
There we are in the Art Chaos pits. Check out this replay real quick. And here comes Axel, picks up Oliver just at the last minute, but Oliver's already got his gun up. Axel tries to pick it up, can't do it. Oliver's already right past him. Here he comes from the backside.
What a beautiful move.
Later, Axel gets the last 2, and that's it.
Well, and also the thing about a move like that is, you just talked about momentum killers. Yeah, if you're in the Art Chaos pits, and first you see the penalty go up, that's a momentum killer. And then you see Oliver running through and getting a 3-pack. Bam, another momentum killer. It kind of slowly starts to seep in subconsciously that you have to, and then you have to then consciously fight against that. So let's see if they can pick it back up. They send their number 1 line out again, except with the exception of Lazarev. So now 4 bodies alive for Art Chaos with that penalty. Dynasty at full strength on the power play. Oliver Lang up to the center off the break there on the split screen breakout. Looking at Dynasty on your screen. Their backfield doubling up that tempo. Got Ryan Greenspan in the can. And then looks like Alex Frazier over here. No, sorry, Kyle Spica. So young Kyle Spica over here trying to get in the snake. You see by his body language, he's trying to get a shot on this guy on your screen. He wants to wrap around, put this guy in right there, and then make his move. And there goes getting out to the corner, Tyler Harmon. So still 5 bodies alive for Dynasty, and they have Oliver Lang, who's trying to get a shot underneath the A. I think he might have just got a shot in on Malloy.
Yeah, I think he did too. Because Malloy was sitting out there looking at Tyler Harmon, who just made the bump out to the Dorito side. And Oliver was able to sneak one in on him. Ryan Greenspan makes a bump out to the snake side, and he gets picked off, I believe, by Sergey. And then Fedorov makes the bump out to the snake side corner. But Kyle Spica was able to get into the 50 snake. Let's see if anybody on Art Chaos picked him up. He's sitting at the back of the 50 now as Oliver Lang gets up to his feet. When he does that, he's always looking to launch. Coming out of the back corner. On into the Dorito 1 is Mishka. Now Mishka attacks up into the Dorito 2 to try and get a better shot on Oliver. And Oliver looks like he got shot in the foot. He's going to ask for a check.
And he is. He's hit, so he's taken out smartly. Oliver did not play. He asked for a check. Got the referee to come in and pull him out. And so now Art Chaos trying to wheel and deer here. Kyle Spica, though, getting it done in the snake. On your screen, Kyle Spica getting a kill. And
minor penalty on Dynasty, I think.
But they took out the last player alive for Art Chaos to tie it up. So even with that minor penalty, which is going to send him to the box, was there enough players alive?
I think Kyle Spica might have still been alive.
No, there's a talking penalty, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
One player walk on the field, talking penalty. Tyler Harmon takes the walk on that.
So it looks like the penalty was on Oliver. Oliver, for a couple of years, was, obviously everyone's like always talking arguably about how Oliver's the greatest player out there. But for a while, he was also the penalty leader. And he would always say to me, he's like, okay, yeah, but we're talking about real penalties, not those ticky-tack talking after him hit penalties, which he seems to just attract
he draws like a
magnet
picture.
draws iron.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, he does draw those. if there's a take out the pack penalty, he'd probably get one of those too. But
yeah,
you know,
so
I
it
mean,
looks like he did get that penalty, and which is it looks like.
Is he gonna have to serve that too? Then,
Yeah,
since
that's
it's a talking penalty.
That's the question.
Oh no, no,
I
he
think
got,
Tyler's going to be in the penalty box for that one.
Yeah, so this game is brought to you by Contract Killer. Big supporter of paintball for a long time. Go check out their Instagram, CK Fight Life, or Facebook Contract Killer Clothing. Actually, they also do a lot of stuff in MMA, and one of the coolest things they do, Todd, and as you well know, is some of the most intricate and awesome gun designs out there. So if you need laser engraving, custom jobs, man, definitely check out Contract Killer.
Gnarly. They did some of my gun designs, actually. I mean, those guys are just gnarly as
They're those designs when you look at them, you're just like, how does that even work?
What takes you? How long does that take you?
Yeah, so the laser
That'd take me a
engraving
year.
that they do is pretty amazing.
So check them out for sure, without question.
So there's Dynasty getting ready to roll here in this tie game. 13:25 to go, with just about 20 seconds before the start of this next point.
And our Chaos, you know, they were able to burn off that whole penalty right there at the end. Biernikov came out and Spica picked him up coming out of the box. So
Well, it looks like Dynasty definitely has 58 seconds still on that Oliver Lang penalty.
yeah, so our Chaos now going to be playing with the advantage.
And Oliver is in the box, guys, just to let you know.
So now on the breakout, 4 players alive for Dynasty, and they scramble to their spots, but it looks like they lose Alex Frazee trying to get to the insert bunker snake side. They call it the God bunker. But on the flip side, our Chaos losing a body as well. So it's 4-on-3 right now, and all 7 players for both teams stuck in the pocket. No one out wide at all. Closest guy to being out wide is on Dynasty, and I think that is Ryan Greenspan, who is out there on the D side on the little tiny bunker. You can see there on your screen. So the 3 players live for Dynasty all stuck in that pocket and locked into gunfights, trying to keep anybody getting out wide.
Fedorov able to sneak in there, gets out to the snake side temple. And he is going to back up, use his gun to help get him out to the corner. That's going to have Brandon Short, make him decide he wants to fill out, but he's going to get clipped. Oliver Lang going to use him as a bunker as he comes out of the penalty box, and he dives into the snake side temple. Fedorov, not sure if he saw him or not, almost got clipped, but he's got them cat-like reflexes, jumping back into the snake. Oh, no, he did get picked up. Referee
I'm not sure
on the
exactly
corner
who
calls
shot
him
him.
out.
So now 2 players for our Chaos in the center, Sergei Sonaiskov and Berdikov. And man, this is a close one. It's 3-on-3 right now. Better field position for our Chaos. And look at Berdikov scurrying back and is able to try to spread the field. He realized that, you know, with the position that he had, he needed to get back a little bit of an unconventional route, but it looks like he made it work. The referee in there checking him out. And you're looking at Dynasty on your screen who are trying to get shots towards that side, but
Did you just see Biernikov run full speed backwards while shooting?
I was going to say the same thing, actually. But he gets shot. He catches one, though.
Loses a gunfight. I think that was
Oliver Lang.
I think that was Oliver Lang coming out of the box and making his presence felt immediately.
So it's a 3-on-2 right now. Oliver Lang, Ryan Greenspan, and Yosh Rao. Sergei Solnashkov up in the middle. And Sergei gets shot by Ryan on the bump out to the Dorito 1.
Ryan
and
gets
just
shot across
Mishka
the-
left. Here comes Oliver Lang. Get me some fantasy points. And he's going to bunker
Oh,
Mishka.
snap.
Goes head hunting
Right in the ear.
on Mishka. Long-time combatants Oliver Lang and Mishka have been playing against each other for a decade. And so nice work by Oliver. And we know he's in the penalty box coming out, getting a couple kills. So Oliver gets 2, Greenspan 1. Got that shot on Konstantin Fedorov, and then Yosh Rao shot Pavel Lukashuk. And actually Ryan got 2 as well. So 2 for Lang, 2 for Greenspan, 1 for Rao. Oliver Lang, 6 confirmed kills for Oliver Lang so far here in this match as Dynasty leading against our Chaos, 3-2. We'll check out this replay here. There's Oliver Lang, and he sees where the last player is, who has no idea he's coming for him, and then goes high, puts it on the back of his head and the neck right there. So nice work by Oliver Lang.
Yeah, there's Mishka. Once again on the replay. Mishka's going to fast forward through this part when he watches the video later. There's Oliver. Oh, that's Mishka. One more. So he goes running off. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, let's see it in super slow-mo here.
Super
Poor
duper
Mishka
slow-mo.
has no idea what's coming. Even looks the other way, just as he switches his gun. And then you see the confetti start exploding right around the jawline area for Mishka. So Dynasty playing real solid right now, fought through that penalty that they had, and it looks like a timeout being called right now. Our Chaos down by 1 in another close matchup. We see nothing but close matchups all day today so far. It's nothing but 6-5 games. Every single game that we have seen played, not only here, but on the Challengers field as well, has been a 6-5 game today so far. So in this, it's a race to 7 points, but no one able to put that 7th point up yet in this hotly contested field layout, which is definitely playing a little bit more aggressive than definitely than MAO was, for sure.
Yeah.
Which was the question kind of leading in here, is how potent is that center going to be? How much is the center plays going to affect both the Snake and that D side? And I think the Snake is definitely a little bit, we're seeing more action over here on the Snake side than we are on the D side.
Well, the bunker over here on the Snake side is definitely more makeable, than it was at MAO.
Insert bunker?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
The second one, the God.
Yeah, the God
one
bunker,
leading
yes.
into the Snake. So that's definitely helping. Yeah, it was so hard to make that at MAO that people just stopped going there because it wasn't worth the risk.
So you're looking at the game matchup to these two teams and the way that our Chaos has played this year, even though they have that star-studded lineup, you have to give the advantage on paper to Dynasty. Dynasty, again, only losing 2 games in the prelims all year long. Both those losses came on Saturday, the last day of the prelims in Chicago, our last event, and they won the Mid-Atlantic Open on a field layout very similar to this, like we've been talking about. So, still though, as we see by the score 3-2, this is going to be a close one as we continue to go through this game here. 10 minutes and 50 seconds remain in this matchup, and coming up after this one, it's going to be the Ironman and 187 crew, and the Ironman find themselves in a must-win situation. Again, you have to win depending on how things shake out, but we haven't seen any ties yet, so you need to win 2 games to give yourself a good chance of progressing through. You win 3, most likely you will make it through to the semifinals. You win 2, then you're going to be sitting there counting points like we will be doing tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, so, and then Impact and Dynasty will close out the morning bracket before we get the afternoon games rolling. Vicious and VCK will start the afternoon division in the Champions League. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am down here with Yoshua in the Dynasty pit. Now you guys did a good job of burning off that penalty and getting that point that you really needed to take the lead. What is the best strategy on this field to burn out those penalties and make sure that they don't take advantage of you one body down?
I mean, it's a tough field really to burn any penalty off. You just have to be alive, Finding which spots you can get to off the break and be alive and talk is the key, and something we work on in practice, but anything can happen out there, so you need a little bit of luck too.
All right, we'll see if they can tie it up.
So yeah, our Chaos trying to tie it up. They just shot Kyle Spick off the break, but they did also lose a body as well. So 4 bodies alive for both teams. Dynasty now, after risking Spick into the Snake, stuck in the pocket. They do have, I believe that is Tyler Harmon and Brandon. It's Oliver Lang. Oliver Lang over here, Snake side now. Oliver Lang so versatile. He got him all over the place. Ryan Greenspan in that center, along with Tyler Harmon and Glenn Takamoto. 4 players left alive. Sergey Solnayskov was the one that got shot for our Chaos. So very similar lineup, but a little bit better field position for our Chaos on the D side of the field. They got Lukashuk, Malloy, Mishka, and Fedorov still alive, trying to tie this game up for our Chaos. And now spreading the field out wide. Our Chaos able to get out on that D side of the field to the back bunker. So 2 players over on the D side looking to attack for our Chaos, but they got to go smart. They're only looking at 2 guns, though. Now Oliver Lang puts his gun that way. Now Oliver tells Ryan to switch his gun towards that side. So good communication back and forth from Dynasty. But Glenn Takamoto gets shot out of his bunker, doubling up with Tyler Harmon. And that's the problem, man, when you're doubling up those bunkers. Oh, and it looks like Greenspan catches one in his bunker. So now just 2 players left alive for Dynasty. Tyler Harmon and Oliver Lang looking at 4 bodies in front of him. Oliver makes a move to the Snake, but he gets taken out. So it's just Tyler Harmon left alive to try to stave off the attack here of our Chaos. But it's looking like they're going to tie it up.
Yeah, Cutscene Fedorov going down that Dorito side doing work, and he is going to get...
Well, they conceded it right before he got to Harmon. They gave it a little slap, a little 5, but looks like a much kinder Konstantin Fedorov. I don't know. I think he heard the horn and decided not to attempt to brutalize Tyler Harmon to pay for a little payback.
Does he not know what kind of fantasy money I got
Points are on
riding
the
on this,
line?
dude?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
There's a whole set of Team Raza jerseys. 5 Raza jerseys are on the line right now,
Jeez,
custom.
Man. I got Fedorov, Greenspan, and Lang in here, and Axel. I need my fantasy points when I can get them.
Axel was a steal for $100, and I think that the public picked up on that because our Chaos has only spent one tournament until this tournament in the Champions League, so he was $100. And I'm looking at the top quick pick players right now. Oliver Lang, number 1. These are, as far as popularity is concerned, how many times they got picked. Oliver Lang was picked 594 times for people's lineups, followed by Axel, 446, Justin Cornell, Justin Rabukoff, Ryan Greenspan, Dave Baines, Kyle Spica, Brandon Short, Nick Sloviak, and Blake Yarber. That's your top 10 fantasy picks right there.
Well, not only is Axel a steal for $100, but that allows you to get a good player that can potentially get you lots of kills, but gives you more money to spend
on the bigger names,
on the bigger guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Stat stuffing.
Yeah.
Stat stuffing.
Well, we're going to be right back here. 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go. See you in a second. On the split screen, breakout, Art Chaos on your right, Dynasty on your left. Looks like a good breakout for both teams. Art Chaos risks a body wide on the Snake side, all the way to the back bunker. They also have a player in that insert bunker to try to get into Snake 1. Looking at Art Chaos on your screen. There's Bernikov on the right-hand side. 3 other guys from center on over to the D side. Mishka Kiesnev, Sergey, and Konstantin Fedorov.
Fedorov coming out of that can, getting up into the middle.
Well, they shot, looks like Alex Frazier, first body to drop for Dynasty.
Yep.
Again, it's all tied up here.
And Oliver Lang's got shot in the back of the head.
Oh,
he's going to come walking off for Dynasty.
Todd, they lost another one, too. Looks like Blake Yarber.
Yard sale.
Oh, it's not looking good. They're going to have to concede this point here, and it looks like they do, as it's just Brandon Short, lone body alive for San Diego Dynasty. Not enough when you're looking at 5 bodies of Art Chaos. So they are going to throw the towel in, taking the score to 4-3 with 8:35 on the clock. And the kill count leaders for Art Chaos right now, Konstantin Fedorov, 6 confirmed for him, and Mishka Kiesnev, 6 confirmed for him as well, so tied up with Fedorov.
Yeah, Oliver Lang's still doing most of the work over there for San Diego Dynasty with his 6 confirmed kills. But hey, Art Chaos, that their big 4 spreading it around. Fedorov with 6, Bierdnikov with 4, Lukashuk has 3. So Dynasty's going to go ahead and take a timeout here. Try and collect themselves. They're only down 1 point, but Art Chaos putting up 2 strong points in a row. Excellent play by Konstantin Fedorov, the first one down that Dorito side, and then now here up through the middle of the field.
What a close game, man. The points have been close. The game itself is close, obviously by the score 3-4 here.
Yeah, I mean, and those 2 points were, really giving up on, their second squad, that first point, getting the penalty, and then them having to play down a body. But, since they've gotten their 5 main line back on the field, playing a lot more consistent. But we've got Lauren Kelly down on the sidelines. Lauren, what's happening?
Hey guys, I am standing here with Axel Godin on the sidelines. Now, you guys are ahead 1 point, 4-3 against Dynasty. Dynasty is over there talking about their communication. They're having problems communicating on the field. With this layout, how difficult is it to communicate with your teammates?
It's quite easy to work with the duo, like the guy with behind you, but it's very hard to send the information to the other side. So we try to fix our communication first from one side one side. That's it. Then we try to make our sender guys send this information to the other side. I think that's what is working, actually. We have good breakouts.
What do you think is making the difference between you and Dynasty? You're both top teams. You both have super efficient players on both sides of the field. What is making a difference in allowing you to take advantage of these points?
We have good breakout, and when we don't make the G's of the break, we still manage to have the first kill. and we managed to capitalize on this. So I think that's why it is making the game for the moment.
You guys did have an advantage during a point when Oliver Lang got a penalty and he was in the box. Dynasty was down one body, but you weren't able to get that point. What is the best strategy on this field layout to make sure you take advantage of those opportunities?
It's very hard because it changes every time. On this field, the opportunity can come from everywhere, from the Dorito side, from the center, from the snake side. So every time you need to look what will be the best for your team, like shoot the center guy or shoot the wide guy. So it's very hard to know what guy to shoot.
All right, well, Art Chaos is up 1 point right now, 4-3. We'll see if Dynasty can tie this up.
Yeah, super close match right now. And yeah, Axel had a pretty good breakdown. They are getting pretty good breakouts, and that is going to continue to go on as far as it's the first thing you have to worry about. And on this layout, with how hard it is to make it out wide, as we've seen so far, as these games have played themselves out, if you are effective at containing the other team, keeping them from getting out wide, it's definitely going to help you out. And then the communication, obviously, and Dynasty's legendary for having awesome communication. Oliver, Ryan, Alex, Yosh, I mean, those guys have big booming voices and voices that definitely carry, and they're used to hearing each other's voices because they've been playing together for so long. And then there's that unspoken communication when you look over to see the body language of your guy. That also helps out too. And the guys that are on Art Chaos, this core lineup, they've been playing together for a long time too over the years. So yeah, this is going to be a close one. Let's see what happens here. San Diego Dynasty losing Kyle Spica. And then Oliver Lang looks like he just jumped over a lane. I don't know if he got shot. Oliver's going to have to either get a check or figure out if he's hit or not. But he's definitely in that center, swirling around in there before getting his gun up towards the D side of the field. So body dropping for both teams. Nishka got shot for Art Chaos. So it's 4-on-4 right now.
And Oliver in a good spot. I mean, I like Oliver Lang. I called it before he even played. I said that's a great spot for Oliver Lang. That's where I'd want to be. And there's a lot of opportunities, but at the same time, there's a lot of spaces or people that can shoot you going up there too, Todd, you said.
Yeah, and Dynasty actually able to get a body out on the Dorito side, not very far in that little cake, but Tyler Harmon is getting in there, and he's trying to help lock off the Dorito side. But Art Chaos, with Sergey standing up in that Dorito side tower, nobody over here on the snake side for Dynasty. He's just going to pound his gun through there. And Art Chaos does have a body out wide, but he's going to have to get through Glenn Takamoto's gun in order to get into the snake. But, still lots of time left in this match. There you see Lukashuk on your screen right there. He's the one that's on the snake side. He's going to bump out wide to the corner. Smart move by him not to try and force it to the snake through Glenn Takamoto's gun. Glenn Takamoto going to call over to Oliver. Oliver going to switch his gun towards that side. Ryan Greenspan now going to bail out and get into the snake side. So now Dynasty actually does have a presence over here. But when Ryan Greenspan brings his gun, that allows Fedorov to come over and stand up over the top and get into the snake. So now Fedorov is going to be able to go down to the snake and get a shot in on Oliver Lang if possible. As he looks for him right away, Oliver gets picked up. And Biernikov has to hide on the snake side, so he gets shot, but that's another body down for each side, and Dynasty all across the back bunkers. So Art Chaos, there goes
nice shot.
Sergey Solnishkov as Ryan Greenspan dips out to the snake side corner, catches Sergey, not looking, so just two bodies left alive.
Oh, but Fedorov getting taken out of the snake here, and then Tyler Harmon, big move to the 50-yard line, D side, followed up by Ryan Greenspan, who comes in now to the 50-yard line here in the snake. Just looking at Pavel Lukashuk in this back corner bunker, so Dynasty trying to close it out with Ryan Greenspan, Tyler Harmon, and Glenn Takamoto in the backfield, and they're able to do it. So now we got ourselves a tie game again. As good work by Ryan Greenspan, Oliver Lang, Tyler Harmon, all getting kills, and 2 confirmed for Ryan Greenspan, scoring you some fantasy points right there.
Maddie's going to be like 3,000 points in front of everybody at the end of the tournament.
And I mean, I've done well in our personal leagues, but, man, I've never been able to crack, and obviously I can't win the Raza prize and the other prize we ever have, but I've never been able to crack, like, the top couple hundred.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's always some outliers that are just dominate it and end up picking all the right guys. Because you get to pick 8 dudes, and when you're playing against that many people, you're playing against the world, so you really have to have the right combo, and you need to pick guys that go far in the tournament too.
Right.
And you know what I got last, where I finished last event?
Where?
1,700.
Yeah. 1,700.
17.
But that's probably like half the pack because we have so many people that get involved with this fantasy paintball. If you don't get involved with it, go to pbaccess.com.
Yeah.
Check. You
it's
got it.
too late now to get your team in for this
but
this
for
game
World
or
Cup?
for this one. But yeah, for World Cup, definitely want to get in.
I might
And-
give it. I'll probably give my jersey away for the first place guy at World Cup.
And I don't know how many more jerseys you have left.
For
dude.
which team?
Are you sure? Yeah, for which team?
God, I hate these guys.
We love you though.
Yeah, well, we're all friends. Just for the fact at home, Maddie called me like 20 million times last night. I'm like, nah, I'll let him sweat it out a little bit.
Well, I wasn't sure if Chris was dead or not because he's getting old, so I didn't know.
Can go any day now.
Yeah, it's just at any point, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was scared. I was worried about him.
Yeah.
And he refused it. No, you can't leave yet. You have to stick around still. It's still early. We still got a whole afternoon bracket.
I'm so excited to be here. This is a great tournament. I mean, look at the field. This field's the best grass. I was walking out
this
here.
grass is awesome.
I didn't fall over or anything.
Don't try and change the subject.
I was totally trying to change the subject too. But no, great tournament out here. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the webcast at home. I wouldn't have it any other way right now.
Yeah, and let your friends know, man, across your social networks that the best teams in the world are throwing down. It really helps that let's help take paintball viral, man, and we really appreciate your support. So here we go.
Oh, major penalty on Dynasty.
Oh, so that is not going to help them out here in their quest to try to win this game. First game for Dynasty 2 today, and you can see the frustration. So now, I think there's two. There's two guys in the box?
Yeah.
There's two guys in the box. Dynasty has 2 players alive, 3 players on the side of Art Chaos. Oh, 2 players alive. Berdnikov taking the walk, but getting in the snake right now.
Yeah, so the only players, Brandon Short and Yosh Rao, are really going to have to suck it up right here and try to just suck all that time up. Minute and 37 seconds. So right now, Brandon Short, Yosh Rao, this is a very important point for them.
I was just going to say that, Maddie. 5 minutes left in this game. 4-4, and I think it's 2-on-2.
Yes.
Fedorov getting shot out of the back.
So look at that. I think that was Brandon Short who got that cross-field shot because Yosh Rao is zoned up keeping the snake honest over here.
Sergei Shlistnikov loading the snake, though, Maddie.
Yeah, so just Sergei over here in the snake, left alive. And but what Brandon Short and Yosh Rao are going to do is just let that penalty expire so they can get Blake Yarber out of the box. That's the smart play here. And then
Smart play, Maddie.
Yeah, for
Art
sure.
Chaos.
Yeah, and the reason why Art Chaos would do that is they know that Yosh Rao and Brandon Short are just going to chill out, let that minute come off the clock, and get Blake Yarber out of the box. Instead, even though it does give San Diego Dynasty a point with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, it gives them enough time. And most importantly, now they're still on a power play here. So Art Chaos will be starting with 5 Dynasty, forced to start down. And Ryan Greenspan looks like he was the one that got that major penalty.
Yeah, I mean, that's very uncharacteristic of Ryan as well. I mean, I saw him kind of contesting it a little bit because he was actually walking out the field saying, hey, man, what did I do wrong? So we didn't actually see 2 people in the box. I think that Ryan went to the box, and they sent the player that was pulled in the box as well. So, but still, regardless, there's still a major penalty on the board. 1 minute and 4 seconds left on that penalty, but 4:50 left in this game.
Yeah, so unfortunately for your fantasy points, and look at Ryan. Ryan is out. Is that Ryan pleading his case? Yeah, Ryan is out pleading his case right now, talking to the referee.
I gave up on that a while ago. Once you're in the box, you're in the box. I mean, might as well eat your lunch. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, and usually when Ryan, complains about something like that, he's usually right because he's not known to be one of those players that is a cheater.
Yeah, well, it's a foul. It's like any sport, man. Any sport you have, there's rules. You play within the confines of those rules, and if you step outside, then it's going to hurt you a little bit. But Dynasty was able to, most importantly, win that point. That was the biggest thing there, and get 56 seconds off that penalty. So, though they still have 1 minute and 4 seconds, that was definitely a successful adventure in that last point for them. And it came down to those gunfights, man. It really just came down to, a couple guys clocking in and getting those crucial kills, forcing Chaos to concede that point. But Chaos on the power play here, 20% more firepower for them. They go heavy guns in the break to try to increase that firepower advantage. And it looks like they might have got a shot on Yosh Rao. So Yosh Rao is in there getting checked over by the referee. And the referee is in there scouring him, and it looks like Yosh is clean. So Yosh Rao still in the game now, but doubling up that center. Dynasty stuck in the pocket. Art Chaos spreading the field out wide, and that is going to slowly but surely decrease those angles that Dynasty can live by. Oliver Lang not able to get small enough in there, and he gets taken out. So just 3 players on the field right now. Our Chaos trying to push their advantage. They have a player all the way up in the center. And it is Sergey. So Sergey Shonaiskol is in the center. And now he's going to go right up to the 50-yard line and wrap around, contain that D side of the field, and wait for his boys to progress up into position. Now Yoshua gets taken out. Just 2 Dynasty players left alive. Time ticking off, though. Minute 49. But it looks like our Chaos is most likely going to take this point here. As Berdikov again streaking down the snake side of the field, making it all the way onto Dynasty's side, getting a couple kills. And that is going to allow the flag to be hung here. Lukashuk grabs the flag. He will hang it up, and we will have a tie game.
Oh, 5-5.
What a close game, man. This is a really close one.
So what are the chances of going to 6-5, gentlemen?
Well, we've seen every single game today on both fields, both champs and challengers, go to 6-5. So I'm saying there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, man. Wait, but great games, though, for sure.
Yeah, but that's so much at stake here at the West Coast Open. These guys, all of these teams fighting for their World Cup hopes. And as we take about a minute and 30 seconds here before the start of this next one, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back after this.
This isn't just a field. This is my home. This isn't just a team. This is my family. This isn't just a sport. This is a way of life. This isn't just a league. This is the MSXL.
So we're back here, 42 seconds to go before the start of this next point. The game is tied 5-5. San Diego Dynasty taking on Art Chaos. Art Chaos already with a victory here today. They defeated the Ironmen 6-5 in their first matchup. The Ironmen play next. They take on 187 Crew. They are 0-1. Upton 187 Crew is also 0-1 as they lost to Impact. And this is Dynasty's first matchup. So Art Chaos looking to go 2-0 on the day and reassert themselves here in the Champions Division. Dynasty, again, their first game. So really trying to, understand. They know that they're going to get a tough fight here in this bracket of death. Lots of top teams here in this bracket. Impact, Ironman, Dynasty, Art Chaos, and 187 Crew in one bracket.
I love that bracket of death. Here comes
That's a brutal
Art
bracket.
Chaos. Art Chaos on your breakout. Here we go.
So Alex Frazee getting a little penetration here in the center. And rolling his gun towards that snake side. Not able to get anybody, though. Art Chaos was able to get bodies out here. Snake side of the field. Still 5 bodies alive for Dynasty. Referee running in there and checking out Alex Frazee. He's going to come off, though. No penalty for him. Ryan Greenspan getting shot out of his bunker as well. So not looking good for Dynasty, but Dynasty shoots a body, too. So another body coming off for Art Chaos. Now big move down the snake side for Art Chaos. Did he get picked up by Glenn Takamoto? And it looks like he was able to make it in clean. Lucas Shoot, good move, huge bite all the way from the back corner bunker snake side in good position right now.
Yeah, they're looking like right now, they're looking in good position. You see Glenn Takamoto shooting across the field for Dynasty. It's 4-on-2 right now in favor of Art Chaos.
And here comes Sergey Solnishkov down the middle of the field.
3-on-2 right now. Art Chaos losing one more player.
Glenn Takamoto, he's gonna make the move.
Dude, he makes moves like that like a champion. Look at Glenn Takamoto.
Wow, Glenn Takamoto stepping up down the D side, gets a crucial kill on Sergey, and that may turn the tide here. What a clutch performance, but can he finish it off? And he does. And he
nice
gets a
shot
shot
across the field.
Wow, amazing work by Glenn Takamoto. Now doing damage control is Berdikov, who has to come all the way back here and try to just while out and figure out what just happened. I think he's trying to count the bodies right now. It's just Berdikov left. He's looking at 2 bodies. Glenn Takamoto getting himself, looks like at least a 2-pack so far, but 2 huge crucial kills in a clutch situation.
I was just going to say, the last people you want to be involved with on the field right now is Brandon Short and Glenn Takamoto. That guy is gangster. He always does stuff like this.
And Glenn Takamoto, Berdikov is out there in the open.
There he goes too.
Yeah, nothing really Berdikov could do from that position is, Brandon Short and Glenn Takamoto, an incredible, intelligent, and aggressive move by Glenn Takamoto. No surprise there, though. Glenn Takamoto, that's why he got Paintball famous, man. Coming up, Glenn was always that wily, aggressive guy that could just somehow find a way, find a chink in your armor and then take advantage of it. And that is exactly what happened. So he rolls the dice over there on an awesome move. And Glenn Takamoto keeping his team in this match right now. Todd, 6-5 the score.
Yeah, giving him that 1-point lead with just 1:32 left to go right there. Art Chaos was in control of that game. They had the bodies, they had the field position, and then Glenn Takamoto makes a brilliant move to go down that Dorito side of the field. There you see him on your screen right there.
Feeling some of that wedding mojo. Glenn Takamoto, congratulations, just got married to
God bless,
an awesome woman.
He's always been the
couple.
coolest guy ever.
Yeah, so, man, Glenn proving his mettle there. And there's Ryan Greenspan who came off early that last point. So Dynasty's losing a couple bodies in those centered bunkers, but to be honest, we've seen every team lose bodies out of those bunkers, and I think that we will continue to see that happening. Again, gunfight heavy field here, man. I mean, obviously it's paintball, it's about the gunfight, but we're just seeing a lot of engagements here because it's tough to get out. We're seeing guys make it, but it comes down to timing, it comes down to who's dropping lanes and who's winning gunfights. So we're going to continue to see that as the tournament progresses. About 30 seconds to go before the start of this next point here, and it could be the last one. It's a race to 7 points here in the PSP's Champs and Challengers division. So Dynasty 1 point away from taking this victory, this hotly contested match against Art Chaos.
You know, I wouldn't expect anything less, though. I mean, they've been playing really, really good heads-up ball. Even the penalties that they did draw, I think they were well-deserved, but on the flip side, I think this is still a good heads-up battle regardless.
Well, both teams at full strength right now. The Dynasty spends Kyle Spick out there. He's going to be coming out here towards the bottom right of your screen. Kyle Spick is going to be getting chewed up a little bit against his former team. He played with Art Chaos in Europe last year. So
Spick he takes one in the head, too.
Yeah, it was an unconventional route, but he gets shot, so still gets picked up. And they also lose another body, too. It looks like Tyler Harmon's taking the walk. So just 3 players left alive for Dynasty, looking at 5 bodies for Art Chaos. So this is Art Chaos' chance to tie it up. Uh-oh, referee running in there. That's going to be a minor penalty.
A major penalty. I see yellow and red and green and cats and dogs talking to each other.
Yeah, well, the worst case scenario just happened for Dynasty. They lose 2 off the break, and then they get a penalty, which is going to quickly score this point for Art Chaos. And that means that since it was a major,
well, we've seen 2 flags go up on the same thing. So.
Yeah, we did. We saw a yellow and a red get thrown in the air, and I only see 52 seconds up there. So for Dynasty fans, probably biting their nails right now, hoping to God that that's a minor penalty, because if it is, it will come off the board and they will start 5 strong with the score tied 6-6 with 51 seconds to go. But if it's a major penalty, that means they will be down a body, which will give the advantage to Art Chaos. But with 51 seconds, I don't know if that's enough time.
And if it's a major, should they go to overtime?
No. Minor penalty, dirty hang, Maddie, on Art Chaos. So, Maddie, let's go through the process here.
Well,
if you're a flag carrier and you hang the flag with a dirty hit or you're hit on somewhere, what's the process?
No point. So right now that means Dynasty is still in the lead.
Wow.
And that's a heartbreaker. So, but for Dynasty fans out there, it was a major penalty. So for the rest of this match, they're going to be playing down a body, but it looks like Art Chaos with that minor, because they will also be starting down a body. You have a dirty hang with a hit on you, no point, and you start down a body. So that is a little bit of disaster for both teams here. But wow, what a crazy turn of events there at the end of that point. So Art Chaos looking like they had a chance to potentially go 2-0 and beat one of the biggest favorites here in San Diego Dynasty and an arch nemesis of Art Chaos. But nope, dirty hang for Pavel Lukashuk, who draws the minor. And with 30 seconds to go before the start of his next point, only 51 seconds left to play in this matchup, man. You can score a point in 51 seconds on this layout if you attack up that center and get a couple kills. So we'll see. Art Chaos is going to need to score a point to tie it up, take this one to overtime.
I mean, 51 seconds in this field, Todd, is still a good amount of time.
Yeah, but both teams are going to be playing 4-on-4 here. Dynasty with the major and Art Chaos with the minor.
Yeah, so it looks like the clock is frozen at 30 seconds, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
I first picked up a paintball gun when I was 9. I used to stand around at the field and stare at the Ironman players, hoping for a shot. I earned my way onto the team when I was 15. We won 2 world titles. When I blew my knee out for the second time, the doctor told me I'd never play again, but I refused to let go of my dream. I'm an Ironman, and paintball is my life.
So the teams are set. The score is 6-5. Pavel Lukashuk's in the box. Glenn Takamoto is in the box for Dynasty. Pavel for Art Chaos. 44 seconds to go before the start of this next point. Art Chaos on your screen. So we will see here. Man, it's going to be tough for Art Chaos to score this point. Dynasty is notoriously hard to score quick points on. Been in this situation a lot, so seen a lot of different looks and different layouts of guys pushing aggressively, cannonballing down the field. So right now, Art Chaos looks like they have their A lineup for superstars of Russia: Mishka, Sergey, Malloy, and Fedorov out on the field to try to score this quick one for him. For San Diego Dynasty, they send out Ryan Greenspan with his 5 confirmed kills, Lang with 7, Brandon Short 5, Yoshrao 3, and Glenn Takamoto in the box with 7. Kill count leader for both teams right now is Konstantin Fedorov. 12 confirmed kills for him.
Jeez.
Gangster.
Scoring you some fantasy points.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Going to Sizzler. Here you go on the breakout. Art Chaos on your breakout right now. 4 players on each team.
So,
looks like here comes,
another.
No.
I thought we were going to see another penalty.
Oh, Dynasty losing 2 players right away. So 2 players on 4. Sorry, on 3.
Bodies peeling off right now for Dynasty, and here comes the attack from Art Chaos. They still have 35 seconds. Here comes Sergey. He launches. No one looks at him. He's going to be able to cut the seam and take out both players. What an amazing job by Sergey, but somebody needs to hang that flag. And here comes. Wow, what an awesome quick point from Art Chaos.
This is smart right here by Art Chaos to let the penalty or to let the time go down, because
they get their body
Dynasty
back.
has a major, right?
And they get the minor.
And they have the minor. So when it goes to overtime, Dynasty's penalty will stay on the board.
Well, so is Art Chaos's, but only for like probably 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, but 10 seconds is huge. That's one whole gun down off the break. And it looks like, so Sergey, wow, so Sergey shot all 4 players from San Diego Dynasty in, I think, the first 4-pack that we have seen so far here at this event. Shot both those players off the break. But when you're the center guy, and, Chris, again, this is one of the reasons that, you were one of the best and the best for a while, was that, that read and react you do when you're the guy running up the center. If you see, and okay, look, I'm only looking at 4 guys. I shoot 2. And I know where the other 2 are, and most likely they're both looking out wide. What does that mean?
There's no stopping.
Open lane up the center.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Sergey just did.
Yeah, he played that. I mean, it was textbook, just like you said. Played it right to center. Played very, very well. Tying it up 6-6. This game is everything you would expect it to be. Look at this replay right now, guys.
Yeah, so there's Sergey launching after those kills. You already saw those bodies. They're walking off the left-hand portion of the screen, and Sergey shoots 1, and then Dome Piece is last player left alive. Brandon Short for San Diego Dynasty.
He was doing a happy dance here at the end.
Yeah, and there it is from another angle. So you see he had already peeled 2 bodies off that D side, switches hands there. Perfect form from Sergey on the run, keeps his gun up, level platform. You see it barely move. That's why he's able to accurately get those shots in as he's pushing forward. And you see the split guns. No one is looking up the center. And then here comes Sergey's going to breach the frame here. Bam! Has to come pretty far, get that shot in, and then Brandon Short's gun down right there. And Brandon, no idea that one was coming.
Well, on the off time, he takes ballet classes. Yeah. Little pirouette there.
Making it look very graceful.
It was graceful.
So
now, he's like 17 feet tall.
So now these teams are going to switch sides here to play this overtime point. So it's a 3-minute overtime point. There is no one-on-ones. On Sunday, if no winner can be assessed after the end of the overtime period, then you see one-on-ones. But you can't have ties here in the prelims, so if no one can score a point here in this 3-minute period, this will be a tie game. On the breakout here, big move. Brandon Short all the way to the snake off the break, but he must have got caught a couple steps out because the referee was calling him out right away.
Yep, and 5 alive now on Art Chaos. Sorry, Maddie. 5 straight up now.
Yeah, so Todd, and Lang comes off too, so it's not looking good for San Diego Dynasty here in their first game in this overtime period, as they only have 1 body alive, and it is going to be Art Chaos's game. So that is going to do it here. Perfect point from Art Chaos here in the overtime period, as they are able to close it out. Awesome off the break shooting. That was a pretty bold run to send Brandon Short to the snake off the break. We'd seen Kyle Spica make that run a couple times, but he got chewed up. And so, Dynasty rolling the dice over here with Brandon Short. He got taken out by Sergey Solnaiskov again. So Sergey just chalking up kills. Still not enough to reach Konstantin Fedorov's 12 confirmed. But Sergey ends this game with 9 confirmed. Alexander Vertikov, he got 9 as well too. Mishka 8. So the stars of the team for Art Chaos definitely earning their paychecks and putting up another victory here today. So see that final point tick on the board. 7-6, your final score here in overtime. So that is 2 wins for Art Chaos in the bracket of death. So let's listen into the picture here of victorious Art Chaos.
Good job, boys. Good job. This is how we work. Let's go. Take it, boys. Take it. Let's go, Matthew. Next, Josh. Let's go.
Yeah, so nice work by Art Chaos. 2 wins for them. Dynasty losing their first one. They have another game, but it's against Edmonton Impact, the team that won the last event. Edmonton Impact with the victory against Upton 187 Crew in a very close match. Actually, we've seen nothing but 1-point games. There hasn't been one game played today, champs or challengers so far, that hasn't been a 1-point matchup. And the Ironmen are going to take on Upton 187 Crew, and then the last game of the morning bracket here is Impact and San Diego Dynasty. So Dynasty, now their backs are against the wall as they lost this first one here, and Impact is 1-0. So Dynasty does not want to start their day 0-2, and neither do the Ironmen. The Ironmen are already lost against Art Chaos as well. So the Ironmen, they need a win here against Upton 187 Crew, who lost to Impact. So both of these teams that we're about to watch play haven't won a game yet today. And then, and based on what we saw from Upton 187 Crew, they're definitely going to give the Ironmen a run for their money. So can't wait to see this one coming at you. Do not go anywhere. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am standing here with Clint Moore. Art Chaos beat Dynasty in overtime. Congratulations. Now, you guys have gone undefeated today. We've seen you run plays down the middle off the break, go wide off the break. What is the thought process going into those points to decide what strategy you're going to run?
Kind of we base every play off the last play. We've got a great coach. He watches what they do. We come off the field and he goes, right, okay, now we're going to go push wide, we're going to push the center, and so on. So it depends on how the other team's been playing. We've scouted them. We've scouted Dynasty in training, so we kind of figured them out pretty early on.
So what did you figure out, and did you see any patterns in their play today that you were able to kind of take advantage of?
It was quite hard to see any patterns because Dynasty seemed to be breaking early. I think 2 or 3 points off the break, they broke early and lost people. Penalties played a factor on both squads, so it was a little bit harder to actually scout than actually, you kind of hope.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. Art Chaos is the first team in the champion bracket to go undefeated on day 1 in Riverside. Coming up, we're going to have Impact versus Ironman. It's going to be a good one, so stay tuned.